look at this. This was, well, this is the remainder of my 7.5 tons of topsoil that I purchased in. The kikuyu has grown through it while it's been sitting here for 3 weeks. That is evidence that kikuyu will grow through just about any thickness that you decide to apply on top of it, so long as it was healthy beforehand. Look at that, right through it. That's probably 20 odd centimeters thick just there alone, and it used to be thicker. You can tell I worked through the pile that way. Look at that, amazing. Goeiemorgen mense. As you can see, I sculpted and groomed the lawn yesterday. I'm going to use the remainder of my topsoil to top dress this, fill up some of the low spaces first, and if there's enough, it will cover the rest of the area. And then I'm going to apply some Guanoboost, and we'll make this a Guanoboost section and see how it goes over the season. Alright, so I've only used this patch that was here, so I still have all of that to do some touch-ups around the yard, which is pretty cool, but my wheelbarrow has seen better days. It is rather difficult pushing it when it's like that. Now it's time to get my trusty Kikuyu Guru lawn leveler out there to get all that soil spread out. The top dressing done. What I'm going to do now is leave it alone for a good few hours. I'm not just going to start watering it immediately, because I find that depending on the type of medium that's on it, even sand tends to sort of compact on the surface and you don't want to weigh the grass down. So I leave it on for at least a couple of hours, sometimes even days, without watering it in first, so that the grass will just naturally want to stand back up, and then when you water it in, kind of filters in a little bit better. At the moment it's been squashed flat. Now, usually I apply fertilizers about a week before I start my lawn renovation process, so that I've got fertilizer down, at least 2 or 3 good watering sessions before I go and sculpt the living heck out of it and cover it with soil. Because remember, if the grass has come out of winter, it's only just now starting to grow. But if you're in the Highveld like me, there's no rain, so unless you've been watering it and looking after it during winter, it's not going to be in such a good mood to start growing. It's going to try and you're going to see green, but it's not, going for gold. So you have to put down some fertilizer to get it going. Now, I didn't do that. I just forgot. And yesterday, I decided I'm going to sculpt the lawn, and that's now why I'm doing it this way around. But theoretically speaking, I should have, a week ago, applied the Guanoboost. Now, that kind of leaves us with a pretty good starting point for the Guanoboost test, because I've sort of depleted my lawn of nutrients over winter. It was in a state that most people's are like if they're watering their lawns during winter like I did. And then I've gone and sculpted, top dressed it, and we're going to fertilize like how everybody else would have. I think that should be a pretty fair test for Guanoboost. But you know what, to be extra thorough, we're going to take the LM section, which hasn't been fertilized since the beginning of autumn, like the roadside lawn. We're not going to sculpt it, because technically you don't really need to sculpt LM. Just give it a short mow. We'll put down Guanoboost, and we'll also call that ground zero. So on the same day that I apply the Guanoboost on the roadside lawn, I'll apply Guanoboost here as well, and that should be about as ground zero as we could possibly think for this test. And then we can see if all their marketing is as good as it seems on Facebook. And then here is just a nice clear shot of the lawn on the 1st of September as the before footage. Milo, what are you eating? So that we can test this Guanoboost properly. So we'll end this video here and call it part 1. Next weekend I will record and try and upload the video on the same weekend for the roadside getting Guanoboost, this getting a short mow and Guanoboost. We'll call that part 2. The following week you'll get an update. The week after that you'll get another update. Or maybe I will record this next weekend and then only give you the week after's update. I don't know. Keep watching the videos, like, subscribe, share this with your buddies, and we'll see you probably in a week or two. Cheers.